Hello everybody, welcome to Sonic Robo Blast 2. I am Argick. I'm going to be taking you through this run of this amazing fan game here. If you haven't played this one, just watch this run and then go download the game for yourself. It is free, it is great, you are going to love it. At least I hope you're going to love it. But without further ado, we should be ready to go. So, let us go for this run. Time will begin in 3. So, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So welcome to this game here. It is an amazing 3D game with absolutely sprawling stages, and we are going to be grabbing the Chaos Emeralds. The Chaos Emeralds in this game are very similar to the classic games. They are hidden in special stages, and the way we access these special stages is by using these tokens here. So we're going to grab these tokens, and then hopefully grab our speedy shoes, and go and grab our second landing against that enemy. It's fine, because we get the secret wall in here, and this gives us token number 2. You can see in the bottom of the corner there, we have the speed shoes icon just telling you how much your power up has remaining. We get to use this. It's going to take us right towards the end of the stage, and we're going to head into our first 2 special stages, because once you have the special stage token, it doesn't matter how many you have, that's how many special stages you're going in. So we are going straight into our first one, and tell me which game you think this is from, because I love these as well, as we're going to run our way through as we go all the way up, and we are going to go around now. We're going to do a big old power loop as we go around the area here, close the power loop to grab all those blue spheres coming after me. We only needed 40. We are currently at 60. That's an okay bottom. And that is us with the Chaos Emeralds. Don't ask me how we're supersonic and we already have the Chaos, like we're collecting the Chaos Emeralds. I don't know how that works. But because we got 2 tokens, we get our second special stage and give you a preview of the upcoming levels that we have right now. So, come down to the Toxic Plateau, as we're going to grab ourselves 60 spheres on this one. So the amount we had in the last one, we need to get it on this one. We're going to boost our way through towards the end of it, and we are going to go down. These stages will vary in difficulty, they will vary in length, and they will vary in different gimmicks in that too. Spheres, you can use power loops, you can use the boosters, and we have our own little boost meter at the bottom of the stage here, 57, 59, 61. We are all good to go. That gives us our capsule, and we get to run our way through down the water now. So we're going to hit this booster. We're going to try and hold my boost button here. I'll let go of it because there's a little bit of a chicken there. But if you get a booster and then hold the boost button, you maintain the booster's speed, but you lose a little bit of control. So you want to be very careful and try and balance that speed with control, but we get to go fast. And that is what we're doing right now. So skipping all of these and going into Act 2 of Green Flower here, where we're going to get the most overpowered shield in the video game. This is the Whirlwind Shield. It's up the top here on these springs. Once I hit the spring, apparently I can't find the spring in the war. It doesn't move, but apparently I just can't find it. So we're going to jump up with this shield now. This gives us the power of double jumping. We're going to go down the bottom here, because we're going to double jump our way around this one. Don't get hit on the way down. Use the lightning or the Whirlwind Shield to get the little double jump up the top there, just to slow us down. It's a nice mix of slowing down and speeding us up, making sure we get these little bit of extra speed that we need, you know. So we're just going to land down here. We're going to go up. I know I'm not going to make that jump, so we're just going to land on the log again, just to take us to the end of the stage here. Up, round, up, and through. And up we go. It's what I do. Under the bridge, we have our secret tunnel. And by secret tunnel, I mean our secret token. Up we go here, again using the double jump, just to skip some of the intended stage geometry there. We have a little bit of momentum in this game that we can play around, but that is going to be a 55 on that one. I'm going to go through. So up and in we go now. Another 2 special stages in a row, as we're going to the Flooded Cove here. As we're going to go around in the Flooded Cove. This one is going to take us down into the water. Thankfully, Supersonic cannot drown, at least not in war anyway. More on that as we get later on into the game. So we are going to hold the button here, because we are going to need to head up and then keep a hold of this. Grab as many of these blue spheres as we can. Do the big old power loops to get through these magical boxes, because these boxes, Supersonic cannot go through himself, but the power loop allows you to grab everything that we need. Let's see if I can get the right angle here. That was under it again, but that's okay. So we got to go through, we got to go down, we're going to go in, and we're going to go upside down. So we're going to up and down, and then up, and then down, and then up, and then down. Good angles there. Down the very bottom, make sure you don't have the wall. Up, 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 up on the diagonal. Not needing to go into the water now when it comes to it. We'll see if the game lets me in it or not. It puts me in it anyway, that's fine. As we run our way through, around we go. And then to the end there. A new record there for score, I imagine. Be nice if it was for speed, but we'll see what happens on that one, won't we? So from the deep blue sea, we are now going into my favorite stage in the game, the Cavern Fortress, because this is just fun listening to it backwards. But we are going to see if we can grab these, as many of them as we can. I missed 2 there, so I'm going to make sure I grab all of these ones just to be safe. All right, we're missing 1. 1 will be fine. I'm trying not to hit the ground or the ceiling, because hitting the ground or the ceiling causes Supersonic to bounce around just a wee bit too much. And we want to avoid the bounces if at all possible. There is a break button here, and we use the break button just a little bit to our advantage. That should give us the ones we need. There we go, 81 on the library, and round we go. About turn, and we're just going to run away. We'll see the Minecraft library books once we get into this level proper, but for now, it is back whence we came at the speed of Supersonic. We're going to hit that booster first, we're just going to run it. The only downside about double black on yourself like this is you can see the booster gauge there is almost running out because we don't have any way of replenishing it, as we're not grabbing any rings, any links, or any of the blue spheres. But we are down, 4 emeralds done, and we are just about to finish level 1. What is this? Mushroom Hill in Sonic 3? So we're going to head over to our boss now. We're going to make sure we dodge his first laser, and then hopefully that'll be the only laser that he fires, as we want to go and get hits off him. He was a butt and put us up the top here. I'm going to just make sure if he stays up here and is nice to us. Let's see if he keeps running into the corner. He does. I'm okay with him running into the corner like this. He's going to move out the way. He doesn't get any hits. We'll take the 17, and that's the end of that boss. Bye. But he put his face on the mountain. Can you believe that is just Act 1? On to the next stage now. We're going to Techno Hill. The gimmick on Techno Hill 1 here are these little cycles on the Steam. We want to make sure we get these cycles because we want to run our way through and try and get ourselves over the stage as quickly as we can. We also have these enemies that have springs on their backs. We want to hit them, or we get the Steam cycle instead. Doesn't matter which one. Spring is technically quicker. We remain on our top route here because top route is best for making sure we've got the platforms. We do. Are we getting a bounce off them? No, we are not. So we're going to talk on the edge there. Boost, run, boost. Keep an eye out on my speedy shoes gauge. 3, 2, 1. I should be able to just jump up here. Nope, we missed it. So we're going to do the thought into the jump to get over there. That is another way of getting over if you run out of speed shoes. The thought is our main form of movement in this game. We call it the thought based on the sound that it makes when you move with it. It is not a homing attack. So if you've played games like Sonic Adventure 2, or anything with a homing attack, you might think that that is a homing attack. It is not. And it will take a little bit of time to get used to. There's our only special stage token in this stage. The other one is around an entirely different part of the level that we are not going to do. So we're just going to run our way down the bottom, finishing the stage 104.57 there. As we're now going to jump into our Dusty Desert. So the Dusty Wasteland here with my favorite color of blue spheres. It's the purple ones. I don't think they're actually shaded purple. It's just because they're in the shade here, you get a nice cool one. I mean, maybe they are purple. Either way, I'm going to steal them and make them one of my... I'm gonna add them to my color of lovely spheres I have, because it just looks beautiful. As does the soundtrack in this video game. So we break there. So we want to make sure we grab enough of these as we're going to go up and down and up and down and up and down. All the way to the end. Keep an eye on my orb count. I have 84. I only need 80. So why am I left with 3? Thanks, video game. Takes an extra orb there that doesn't need. We're going to keep the links going up all the way through on this area. Now we just have to run to the end, making sure we don't get hit by the cacti. And we can meet the cycle there. So we want to go in the middle, down the bottom, up the top, and then in the middle once again. And away we go. That is a smooth stage, and that is the stage complete. Another new record. So 5 down, we are going into the next stage. This has the purple gloop in it. Now, you saw the purple gloop in the last stage, we didn't touch it. Now we will. In fact, what we want to do is we want to jump specifically on from the high height there to get right under that. But we don't want to go right in the purple gloop, because going right down into the gloop is slow. Going right into the gloop is based on your momentum. If you have a lot of momentum, the game will allow you to dive right down the bottom. In fact, we used to get a Chaos Emerald that way, but we're not going to be doing that anymore. So we're going to just grab on this, get a nice bounce on there, land up the platform, very smooth. You're going to hear the laser beams. There go the laser beams. We're going to just run, jump, dive our way through towards the end here. We're going to land on this, jump our way through, making sure we navigate our way through the mine section here. We love the good old mines. Run our way through, don't need to get any of those extra lives, dodging all the enemies, making sure we hold the momentum, because the longer you are on the ground, the more speed you lose, but the longer you can stay in the air, the more speed you gain. We're going to jump down this area, going to grab a secret shield hiding behind the wall. Do you know what shield it is? That's right, the Whirlwind Shield is back once again. We're going to run, we're going to jump, we're going to land on this piston. We're going to bounce our way up the top using the momentum we get up there. Allows us to skip this entire section of the game because of that. We're going to jump up, fall right down. That is not good for us. We are now going to do this section of the game anyway, as I got a thought because I pressed my jump button just a little bit too early. So you can see Sonic there on the gloop, not quite landing properly because that is the gloop at work. But that is all right. Just means we're going to lose a little bit of time here. We're going to lose about 10, 20 minutes. Minutes? Oh God, I'm doing terrible. We're going behind estimate. 10, 20 seconds on the stage, because the stage should be done by now. But a little bit of flub never hurt anyone, so that's fine. We're going to go around, we're going to go through, we're going to go up to the top right now. So we normally finish at about 123. So yeah, we're going to lose about 15 seconds overall on that stage. Not the 20 minutes that I originally stated. Good old 20-minute time loss. Woo! That would have been terrible. Just cut me off. Cut me off. There you go. We're going. But now we're going to run through on the boss now. No special stage on this one. Instead, we're going to go paint with numbers with Eggman here. Good old paint by numbers as we jump down. He's going to go in a quarter circle, in the other half circle, into the full circle, but he never gets to do the full circle. Instead, he's going to play on his pogo stick, and we're just going to hit him until he is done. And then once he is done, we are good to go. He's bouncing off us. Make sure we grab a ring so we don't die. And that is it. 14 seconds on that one. Lovely. Only time a 20-minute time loss is acceptable is when you're playing a JRPG or an RPG or whatever. This is neither of those. So now, the deep sea, onto the underwater stage. We are going to take our lovely little pattern here. We'll see if we can get ourselves the object bounce. So we're going to jump off this. We're going to keep our thought. We're going to use our thought and then land on the other box, and away we go. Beautiful object bounce there. That skips this entire stage segment there. We're going to spin dash up to the 7. We're going to wait all the way around, and then we release the thought, allowing us to get onto the springs here. Middle spring, the roll, the jump, the double jump in between, and that is very clean. I'm very happy about the result on that. Let's see if we can get the roll off this spring. We did not get the roll off that, so I'm just going to run through before the game decides to get me with the spikes. Down the bottom, waiting past the crab, away we go, and now I'm glad I hit the stalagmite. No, that's a stalactite. I should know this because it's tight, therefore it's hanging on. Up we go to the end of the stage here, finishing in a 50. That is that. Into the first-person mode we go. As this is built on a modified Doom Legacy engine, which is good fun. Special stage time. We will get a special stage token in this, but first we're going down the slip and slide. Main thing you want to do on the slip and slide here is just try and keep as much momentum as you can until you get down to the very bottom. But then I'm going to charge a 7 rev spin dash. 7 rev spin dash is the maximum we can get. You can see the amount of speed that we keep there. You jump as soon as you land on the ground. You can keep as much momentum as possible. It is very speedy, very fast, very fun. As we're then going to go in the water, maybe get a fish bounce. We hit the stalactite again. I'm doing very well at hitting them today. Did some practice earlier. Also did another run. Did the exact same thing. 3 rev on that one. Up we go. Let's see if my cycle is going to be good. Land through, looks all right to me. Gets over, gets under, gets in, gets through, gets round, and I take them today. That means this one will also be open, and it should mean I should just maybe make the ceiling cycle as well. Let's see what it does. It's a little bit too far up, so we're going to not risk it towards the end there because I would get squished, so we just stop in here, and away we go. Right in, right through, right round, and we spin dash on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the way through, up we go. Round on our area, charge our spin dash once again. As we're going to wait to the very top, that will squish you if you stay too long. This just allows me to get up here. And now we forward a little on the red, up to the little groove. And there's our token. So as we're going to go up towards the end of the stage now, we've got one more little set of slip and slides on the way here. We're going to land on the bomb, we're going to land in that platform. Hit off the wall there, which is a little bit unfortunate, losing our speed. But now we get to go into the big old slides here. Main thing on the slides again, just do not hit the walls if you can help it. You want to hit the ceiling or the ground, but do not hit the walls because the walls are very, very slow. They like to steal your momentum. And as you can see here, I'm losing all momentum because I'm hitting the wall there. But away we go. And down into the area now here to the end, on the jump, on the spring, up to the top, and everything is fine. So down we go. And now, from the deep sea to the great beyond, the red volcano is calling. So we're going to go and see if we can get ourselves through some wonky lava here. As we go into the magma caves, we got the boosters on our way. We want to get 80 spheres on this. We'll see if the game's going to be nice to me or not. It looks like it's not. So we'll lose 5 seconds of time for every piece of lava that we hit. We only hit the one. That's good. So we're just going to grab as many of these as we can and grab our first power-up. Because if you do a power loop around some of these, you gain power-ups. The one we've just got here is the super power loop. As the name suggests, this gives our power loop to become supercharged. And what I mean by that is, Here comes every single blue sphere in this cave. So that cave is going to chase us down. That gives us a nice hefty amount. We're going to wait down here for Wonky Lava. We'll see if Wonky Lava no worky. Wonky Lava no worky. We dunked on it twice there, but didn't take any damage, because the lava will only hit you at the very top of its area or at the very bottom. The diagonals, for some reason, don't seem to have a hitbox, or at least not a very active one. So in the middle, and then up to the top, in the middle, then down to the bottom, and then away we go. Back to the middle, hopefully going to finish here, not hitting any of the troll boosters, and then straight to the end. Look at that speed, carried all the way to the end. You love to see it. 6 down, 1 to go. But before that, how about a boss? Let's see if I can hold forward here, and the game's going to be nice to me and give me it. Oh, no early hit. All right, we're going to keep an eye out on where the boss is going to spawn. We want to keep an eye out on where his shadow is. Once you know where his shadow is, we can get early hits on him. We will eventually spawn some duplicates as well. The way you can tell the real one from the phony is the real one is the only one that fires out the EMP. Getting that there is fine, as long as we can just get our rings back. We don't have to worry about it. The game also prevents any supersonic cheese by having you only have 10 rings. But there you go, 26 there, with the boss not getting an early hit. That is fine, as we get to run our way through to Castle Yeetman. So into the mid-game now, you're going to see some Castle Yeetman here. It is called Castle Yeetman for a reason. You'll find out very soon. But before we do that, we've got to go grab our last emerald token just around here on the outside. Big jump in, grab the token, and then grab the spring. This allows us to position ourselves to go back towards the area, and then we launch. So we get these lovely little devices that give us a nice amount of height. Combine that with the Thok, we get a massive amount of speed and distance. This allows us to skip these entire sections here on the underside, and we're going to do another object bounce. Combining the yeet launch with the item bounce here allows us to carry this momentum all the way through and under, skipping this entire section of going around platforming and all that stuff. Going to just jump around, going to land on this section, make sure we just don't get hit by the springs, all the way up and through, not hitting any of the spike balls now. Again, this entire area has a section underneath there, we're just going to skip right over it. Down we go, and that is basically this stage completed. So, if we have any Dark Souls fans in the chat, the devs are also here with you. It is time to rest easy, weary traveller, at the bonfire here. I guess this is based in Lordrun. So up we go now, towards the end of the stage. We have one last little segment coming up. Number of springs just to bounce your way through on these shiny things. Oh wait, it's a bridge. So the walls are going to come down on this bridge collapse. We are going to dash out of here first and then let back onto the platform. We're then going to leg it over here, going to dodge the enemies, dodge the spikes, dodge the springs, talking our way all the way across. Landing on that, that's fine. We still get towards the end there, and that is good. Question is now, can we do Org's favourite special stage without taking any damage? Let's find out. We're off to the one place uncorrupted by capitalism. It is Spice on the X satellite here. We're going to get 120 blue spheres. The question is, will we do it enough or will we whiff it? Let's find out. As we're going to run our way through, we're going to try and stay on the straight line here as we go around. That allows me to grab them. We did get the power loop. That is good news. We're then going to keep running down here. We're going to pass the red Nintendo GameCube. Grab everything in there. We're going to run our way through. We're going to hopefully not hit any of the walls there. Oh, and he hit the same wall again. We bounced off the ground, and if you hit off the ground will just push you up, which is fine for us. This allows me to grab the big amount from here. So if we just see there's that wall bounce again, you can bounce off the ceiling. It starts making you play like a pinball machine. And now I'm going to go and see my biggest fan. See, look, it's a big fan. It's pretty big. I like it. Biggest fan not getting a hit on me there as well. That is good. Going to fall down there so it doesn't grab me. 127 out of the 120 needed. Let's see if we can do the second bar without getting hit. Let's have our booster. We stop our boost. We go, ow. Way too high the start there. All right, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. We're then going to boost our way through, making sure we don't hit any of the backwards boosters. The things that normally help us are now betraying us. As we go our way through now, do not touch the red walls. The reds are bad. Do not touch the boosters. They send you backwards. Do not touch the yellow. They're also bad. As we go through the PlayStation Square button. And then we run our way through at the end here. Just a big dodge to that. We did actually want to go down the bottom there, but didn't let me. Ouch, in the ground too. We are fine, but it is quite slow. So not the greatest end of that one. But that is fine. So no new record there, unfortunately. Not this time. But we did get them all. And now, with 50 rings, no shields, if we press the spin button in midair, we will become the Supersonic. as we're going to run our way through and take full advantage of that for the rest of the run. Starting with Castle Eggman 2 here, we have 50 rings between us and the really hard part of the stage here. So we're just going to grab as many of these as we can, making sure we don't get hit by any of these areas. That is fine, we're at 36, I need to be at 35 before we get here, because we grabbed 10 rings there. There's an S5, and now we are Supersonic. Supersonic's abilities in this game give you increased acceleration, increased jump height, invincibility, and the power to fly. Or is it falling with style? As we're going to run through the rest of the stage now, we don't have to worry about many things except for our ring count. Also, momentum, because we're going to use the extra momentum we get from Supersonic here to have a little bit of fun, getting super high jumps right into glides, allowing us to navigate over things that would otherwise be unavailable to us, like this hole. As we're going to run our way through, we are then going to land and jump on this, which is going to jump up to it, getting over the library, allowing us to sneak our way through, maybe going back to the Minecraft redstone area later, but we'll see what happens. As we jump and go behind the... Oh, okay, this is the part that's fun. But because we are Supersonic, we are okay and we can recover there, because Supersonic's flight is based on momentum as he then falls down because he didn't jump, which means now we have to take the backup strat. So the PB is out the window, but it's fine because I have my backup strats. We have our speedy shoes. It is time to run and go now. So unfortunate damage there. I will not get Supersonic for the rest of this level. It is going to be fun to try and navigate this. Let's see if we can pull it off in the other way. There's the checkpoint we were supposed to get, but the game did not give me it. But it allows me to navigate through this anyway. So it is fine as easy as being a pot. Let's just get the jump up there. And we just want to run it up. Good recovery arc, as it's going to do the same thing again to you. It did not, that's fine. We now just have to use the remainder of the stage and go around it. Very unfortunate death there, but we can just launch ourselves over again. It just means now we will be running through the library and doing the other thing there. But yes, I'm breaking rule one. Rule one being I pressed the jump button and he didn't jump, so that's fine. Sometimes at hams, we didn't worry about it. It does unfortunately mean the PB is out the window, which is good because it means now it's not as stressful as a run to do, you know? So we get to go through, we get to have fun with it now. I get to go and see what other routes we can take. In fact, I'm near enough at the end of the stage. There's no point in changing any massive routes here. Instead, we want to try and jump up to this little bit. It's not giving me it. We're just going to run through so we don't get bodied. Run our way over, jump over here. Do not get hit by them. Up we go and recover. We're not going to get the 50 that we need to get through this segment quickly. So we will just take it and we will run over here and play it safe. So normally we can skip over a lot of this, but we land on that instead. Wait to there. Jump, jump, run, jump, and that's fine. Losing at least 30-odd seconds there on that stage, plus the time on the death. It's not the end of the world, but it's fine, especially since we have a memory boss. Can Arg remember the pattern? No, not at all. I have a rough idea of the pattern, but don't ask me to speak it out because it's not going to happen. We're going to hit 2 buttons until he makes us hit 3 buttons, and then we're going to hit him. So we start with 1, then we move over to the 2. So it's red, into blue and yellow, into red, blue, into red, yellow, into red, blue, yellow, in a desperation phase. So we're going to go through, we're going to go into the red, into the brambles apparently. So I did not get enough on the jump height there is what the game was saying. So we're just going to grab that, we're going to hit him, we're going to run our way through. I'm going to grab one of those extra rings there as we're going to get back onto target here. Believe it or not actually losing a lot of time on doing this. I should still get maybe a 105 on this if I am lucky. So just a little bit of whiffs going on there. It is red, blue, yellow. Arg, you're on the last hit here. We're just going to make sure we're jumping against the grain. There we go, and now we're going to have fun with it. So we got 3 quick hits on here if we can. Will the game be nice? Let's find out. As we're going to run our way up and through, run our way around. I'm going to jump over and deck him in the schnoz. We're then going to jump back, deck him in the schnoz, and then for the final time, deck him in the schnoz. And I said 103, wow, 103 exactly. On the nose, right there, everybody. As we head into our next stage, it is Ori Canyon. Because Ori comes in here and always has a new recipe for us. So we're going to go and grab 50 rings as quickly as we can. I will not hug the cacti. No cactus farming this time, Arg. As we run and jump through, we're going to get our 50 rings before the stage even hits 20 seconds. As we bounce off this item box, use the height from that to get through into the tunnel here. And now our last one there at the 17-second mark. And there is Supersonic on his way. And because it's a canyon, there's meant to be a lot of platforming. There's meant to be a lot of shenanigans. There's meant to be a lot of fluff. But we say, no thank you, I'm Supersonic, and I've had enough. So we've just skipped basically the entire stage. Into the tornado here, give us enough height. We have 3 jumps remaining to the end of it. We start with our big one over here. As we hit off the pole there, that's fine, because I still had my thought for momentum. We go up, we go down, we go in there, and that is it. The stage is complete. Lovely 48-second stage there, very smooth, much wow. And and then we get to chill for a little bit. Because the game changes direction. We get a little bit slower on this stage now, as the gimmick in Argick Canyon here are wonderful little minecarts. And we don't even get any supersonic to go through. We've tried. There isn't a supersonic route that works. So we're just going to use our good old whirlwind shield and just run our way through the stage and just enjoy the tune. We have the oil here being very slippery through the secret little passageway as we get to run our way down the stage now. Run, double jump, up we go. Then we're going to go through, and I'm going to sing a little ditty as we go and play with the tornado. As I'm going to go through, going to go real fast and trying to land on my bum. Going to play with the minecarts, then we going ahead. TNT, there's no fun. I did double roll jump, but I somehow lived, which is really good for me. Because I almost went and died again. I'm going to run, jump, and see what happens on the magic cart today. Oh, yeah. But yeah, these are little auto-scrolling sections. There's nothing I need to worry about. There's nothing I can do to speed it up or slow it down. But there is a little skip coming up, and we'll see if we can grab it. It is for the people. It is the minecart skip. We're going to use our lovely Doom mode here, our first-person mode. Will we be able to line it up? Will we get within the frame window that we need? Or will we be playing Marvel and missing that, whiffing that combo window? So we have this area here where you're supposed to go backwards and forwards a few times. You can see it getting progressively higher. We are going to attempt to skip all of that by just doubling back on ourselves, going into Doom mode, and then getting our jump. Let's see what happens here as we go around and we get a jump. It's looking good as he nails the landing. And away we go to the boss. That takes longer to explain than it does it. All you need to know, Fang is a bum. We're going to try and hit him. Every time we hit him, he's invincible until he lands. The moment he lands, we want him to be on the bottom floor so we can get a recovery hit. Let's see. He's going to jump down. He's onto the top section there. We didn't get the hit. That is bad. So he was not on the bottom. He's now going to fire his cannons at me. Going to get an extra hit. So this is a terrible start to this fight as he is being the colossal bum that he is known as. We did get a ring there. He's throwing his bombs at us. That's fine. Get the hit. Where are you going? He's coming right in front of me. Good. Get another hit. Where are you going? Up onto this platform. Yes. Where are you going? He's not vulnerable yet. He's coming right in front of me. Now he's vulnerable. He'll go back up in the middle, and this is where the fight gets a little bit dangerous. He's going to roll up to the top. I do not want any hits on the top. He is also throwing bombs. So it's nice to know that he's being just his usual little bum self this time. So that's one. He's up the top again. We don't want any of these, because if you fall off the train, we will just die. He's going down the bottom there. That's fine. This is why we want to stay down the bottom, as you saw. I'm going to grab that ring, get the final hit. Oh, and he falls off. Oh, Fang, you're a bum. He's an absolute bum, I tell you. RNG the menace. Absolute menace he is. So the first phase here is all right. We can generally grab it. But if he decides he's being a troll, that is what he does. Right, get back up into the middle there. Where you going? Down the bottom there. I can get you on that one. Right, into the middle you go, sir. As that happens, we still didn't get an extra hit off him there. He's up the top. It doesn't matter. He's coming down there. We grab the hit. We're going to grab our ring. We're going to see where he's at. He's coming round again. He's up the top. He's coming down to meet me. We get him off there. We're going to get one last hit on him. Grab our ring for safety. He is currently bouncing around on this middle spring. There we go. We get him now. He's going to go off to Hulk Coco. He caused it. Well done, buddy. Good fight. Good fight. Well played. Right, in a red volcano then. Away we go. The only stage in the game that currently has just one level. It is so much fun. I love it to bits. And we're going to completely destroy it. It's got such a funky tune. I'm going to talk and tell you what I do. As I'm going to grab the rings right now. I need 50 of the shiny things. Going on to the bridge and this is fine. Because then we go and skip the lava wall. And then we go and get them all the things. I don't know. But yeah, this is a red volcano. We are having our cake and eating it too. We are on the top right. We are grabbing as many rings as we can. And then we're just going to run down the bottom. We're going to skip this entire sequence by grabbing Supersonic as we run our way through. And we are just going to fly right around the stage here. Meant to be on one of the lovely 3D balls. But we ain't going to use any of them as we run our way towards the end of it. Up on this big red spring. We're going to jump onto the second platform because you can't get all the way up the top there. That is fine. Let's see if we can get a nice big jump on the boost on this side of things. That looks like it might be just a little bit low. Let's see what the game says. The game says no and gives us it, which is nice. As we now fly all the way over up the top. Need to work our way around here, but that is fine. So we can just land on that, follow the way through, run around the lava. What do? Well, you make sure you don't get crushed by the pizza wall. So this is a giant pizza wall. You do not want to get crushed by them, because even Supersonic can get crushed by them, and it's not a pretty sight. We now have wonky lava, no worky once again. Unfortunately, we don't get to touch it because we are Supersonic. Flying our way towards the end of the stage, still getting that as a sub 120, means that's a beautiful little stage there. We now head up into space with the egg rock. We got a rocking out tune right now. We got the two of them coming up. Let's see if we can enjoy it and have a good one on this. Another supersonic-less stage here. We just got to dodge all the red walls. See if gravity is going to behave itself, or if we are going to be okay. Gravity is behaving itself relatively. Oh, it is behaving itself. So you want to get a nice big jump off that if you can. We get these laser beams here. We're going to just take a damage boost right through them, as we cannot be supersonic anyway. So we're going to run our way on this up to the area. Puzzle section time. We're going to jump once, and then 2 baby jumps, 1 baby jump, 2 baby jump. It does not re-trigger the gravity, allows us to skip that entire puzzle section as we go on to the lava. The question is, will we get hit with the snail on its back, with a laser beam on its back there? Dr. Evil has... oh, we dodged it. Ooh. Dr. Evil has snakes with lasers on their heads. Snakes? Wow. Sharks with lasers on their heads. But Eggman has snails with lasers on their heads. I disagree with that, but okay. So we're just going to go and do that little sequence again. The game is nice. It gives you a checkpoint right there. But apparently, I was on the end of it. Even though I clearly ran right past it, but I guess we didn't. One giant leap for Hedgehog kind coming up, as we have speedy shoes and low gravity, which means we're going to just take our speed, take our gravity, and just jump it. There you go. Land it on the end here. Do not hit the side of the walls. Do not pass 200. And away we go. Lovely job there. Up and in. Around we go. Down into the area. Now Supersonic and Sonic have to be very careful out in space, because they cannot breathe. There's the planet right there. Beautiful planet. Our lovely golden green globe. As we get to go towards the end of the stage now, and there it goes. Now for one of my favorite stages in the video game, Egg Rock 2. If we do this right, you will be hearing the entirety of the Supersonic theme, and when that guitar solo plays, I want to see you all rocking and chat with it, because it is so good. And this stage, just imagine Gangnam Style's playing. Gangnam Style. There's a really good remix of this stage in Gangnam Style. We're going to run our way through. We're going to make sure we don't get hit by the fans or the enemies there. We need our 50 rings to get Supersonic as quickly as we can. Grab as many of the solo rings as we get out here. Here's our set of 20. As we grab them, as we get to go through, and Supersonic begins the news. We run our way through. I'm going to grab these 10 rings just for safety. Do not need the speedy shoes, because I am Supersonic, so I am faster than them. As we wait for our cycle here on that, it did not be a good one for us. We're going to run our way through this area now. We're going to go on to the outside again, but first we're going to make sure we jump the hole, as our secret passageway is up there on the left, but we were not able to get into it. So we're going to just fall out, making sure Supersonic goes fast, but not too fast, because you will fall down and go into space forevermore. 55 rings is not a bad count as we go ahead here. We just need to see if we can keep it up, and then try and land down the bottom here. Make sure we grab the checkpoint as we land. Allows me to get through the door before it opens. Run the area. Can we put Sonic in the square hole? That's right. He's in the square hole. Oh, I actually put him in the square hole for once. You don't know how hard it is to try and fit a round object into that square hole. But there we go. We did it. As we're now going to go and do the elevator sequence here. We're going to jump up 1, jump up 2, and there goes the Supersonic. Can we get the Fs there? I now have to do the rest of the stage normally. Oh, the jump button is forsaking me today. My practice run. So I should have went up the top here, but we did not get it. That's fine. We're just going to have to do it now. Instead, you get to imagine the open Gangnam Style all the way through. We can still do it. It just means we've got a little bit of an extension to your Mega Man block here. And you'll find out why very, very soon. We're going to run our way through. Now I have to be very careful with enemies in these rooms and that as well. There's going to be a set of laser beams up and coming that are a little bit of a pain in the butt, as there are no 50 rings between here and the place I need to go to. So fingers crossed I can do it right. Yep, we got through that. That's okay. Let's see what our cycle of it is. What are the Yoku blocks going to be like? The Yoku blocks are on a good cycle. I'm going to just jump straight on the second one. Burp, 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 burp. All these Mega Man runners will know these blocks very well. As I'm just going to run and jump on this one. Jump straight over, land on the button. And away we go. I'm just going to wait until that goes through. And then open the door and in my checkpoint. So we're now towards the end of the stage here. It is fine. It is a little unfortunate that we lost the Supersonics. We're not going to hear the full tune. But we get to the end of it. And that is fine. as we charge up our spin dash to the top of the elevator. And we go to our final 3 levels of the run. We have a race against a familiar opponent. And then 2 boss battles back to back. So here we go. We are going to run our way in. We got Black Core 1 right now. It is time to spin dash. Eat my dust, Mel. Eat my dust. As we're going to run away. Racing through the Black Core here. As we're going to see who is going to get there first. Will it be me or will it be Metal Sonic? I'll give you a hint. There's someone golden going to appear very soon. As we run through, we jump over, grab every single ring I can. We missed one there, but we should be fine. We do only need the amount there, so that is good. We can grab that and transform as we are off skate. Now use the glide all the way over to get onto these springs. We have to go up the top route because Metal Sonic is just too slow. And then we go through. We'll be listening for him in the distance, but we can't even hear him. As we're going to flip the pizza room upside down. We have that lava pizza once again. Meant to go all the way around it. Use these platforms. We don't need to do any of that today. Cut the corner, round the area to the end, and he is not going to be happy with us. As we get to go down the bottom here. Onto the segment, and that is it. The stage is complete. Should get just on the minute mark here, I would think. As we just drop down ever so slightly, and there we go. So with Metal Sonic not being happy about losing the race, it's time to fight. We jump into him, make him go into his wireframe form. That makes him vulnerable. We can do it 3 times on our first phase here. And then once we've done that, he is going to fire some laser beams at us. I'm going to let him just get the laser beams and see where they're going to go. They ended up there. Let's see if he's going to be a bum or if he's going to behave himself. He is being a little bit of a bum. So we get him there. That's 1. We should be able to get the second one as well. Yep. And he will now go into his pinball phase. We're now going to line up in front of him every single time. He's going to dash at us, but as long as we line up with where he is, we can see him, we can jump over him. He's going to do 3 bounces every time, getting sequentially faster as we go through. We hit him once, and he'll go into his pinball phase once again. So we have our pinball phase. Away he goes. You can see him speeding up. We just need to line up to make sure we are in front of him. This allows us to control where he's going to bounce, and allowing us to have control over the fight allows it to go real quickly. Coming up on this, he's got 6 bounces on here. As we grab the hits, away it goes. He grabs the hit, away it goes. He grabs the hits, away it goes. See just the angles that he's going at. He's being a little bit buzzed, so I'm trying to readjust on the fly. And that is it. The stage is done. The boss is done. That is a 115. We're on the final boss today. Will he be good? Will he be a bum? We need to wait for our plan. Where's my... There's my... Alright, we are coming up to the final boss. Would put his emerald. If he had any. We're gonna go down and done the Sonic. This boss here to you. It is Brack here. He has a number of attacks. He has a... We want to run into... He's firing his flamethrower at him. He will throw flame. His mines that a counter attack. We can get 1, 2, as much as 2, 1, 3, and 2. We get, and that'll be the last as we'll see if we see any of them. That's a flamethrower. Come on, buddy. In we come. Oh, that's a trolley attack right there. At least it goes in there. He's now got 3 attacks. As we are going to run and jump. We're going to go down. Got to make sure we get these hits. We don't want to get hit by him. Final hit. Oh, no, baby. No, 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 baby. No, no, no. And there we go towards the end. Time is coming up very soon as we hit the button. And that is it. Time is coming up soon. And as we escape in the capsule, that is time. And that is the end of the run right there. all emeralds, Sonic, Robo Blast 2. I hope you all enjoyed the run. I hope the internet decides to not be a bum, but you know, internet, those things can't do anything about it. But there we go. That is it. It is a fantastic Sonic game. SonicRoboblast2.org. You can download this for free and play it yourselves. It is well worth it. There are bonus levels. There are secret levels. There is a tremendous modding scene for this game that have turned it into completely different games, added their own levels, added new characters as well, and made an entire kart game around it too. You want to play Mario Kart with Sonic? Sonic Robo Blast 2 Kart. But that is enough for me. If you enjoyed this run and you want to see more, and you want to join me on my journey of getting top 10 in all mainline Sonic games and some really cool fan games as well, come and join us over at twitch.tv/Argick. A big thank you to the Sega crew for inviting me here to do a couple of runs for you throughout the event. It has been amazing. It has been wonderful. Ta very much. I will see you all later and enjoy the rest of the marathon.